Back for Blood Beta. Not bad, not bad. But could be better. Could be better. Definitely could be better. I'm Sweepin92 and I'm here with the Back for Blood closed beta review. Now this is, well, as I said, a beta, so this will be reviewed as a beta. Some of the things I complain about or mention that I like and dislike can be changed in the future. Now, let's get to the issues or the game. So apart from the first day's server issues, I found myself having a good time with the game. The first day, I do have 2 stream videos up where I'm trying to start a match, but servers kept booting me out. So that was very unfortunate. I did get to try out some guns in the training area, but nothing more than that. The other day, though, the day after, I had no issues whatsoever. It plays like any other FPS game, and the zombies are as crazy as usual, or as you expect them to be. And the gameplay is pretty much Left 4 Dead, but differs in some ways. Things that they share is the linear maps with few rounds to take, or so, no, sorry, not rounds, roads to take it to the end, like go straight, or maybe you can go this way and go around, but only for a short while. They all lead to the same goal. Now the maps are nice and differs from one another, just like Left 4 Dead. You start like in one area and then you just, as the further you move along, the more different the environment gets. Only Act 1 was available though, so there wasn't much. We had some city, small urban city, and then it was mostly forest and farms. So it was different, but it wasn't that much different as it could have been. I hope there are some mountains and others in Act 2. So I hope the Act 2 and 3, or possibly even more, is in the full game. Gunplay is very similar to Left 4 Dead, of course, and it is good. It's really good. I have no issues with the gunplay whatsoever. The gun's handles are somewhat different, and I quickly found that I like this weapon and not that one, and this one is really nice. This one is have a bit too much recoil and so on. There is one thing that I do miss in the game about the weapons though. The weapon handling is good, but I do miss a progress in the weapons because like just many other shooters today, the weapons are graded like common, uncommon, rare, epic, and legendary. Just like with the mods, which I love that there are mods in the weapons, lets you customize a little bit, but these mods and weapons and the rarity is very random. The higher you have gone through a act, the more, well, you see more epic and uncommon and rare weapons, of course, and even legendary weapons. But I do miss a sense of more progress with the weapons. I mean, a more substantial progress with the weapons in the game because I feel like I'm missing something. I miss a more permanent upgrade to the weapons. Like getting a random weapon every time I go into a game feels just boring to me. You always get to start with either a melee weapon uh, or a pistol or a sawn-off shotgun, depending on which character you choose. But I don't like that I don't have a more permanent progress with my weapons. I would love to see that because there is a gun shop in the hub area. So I wonder if this will play a part in maybe something like that, either when the game is fully launched or at a later date maybe. I hope we will get to see some gun progression though in the game. I really hope we get that. And just like Left 4 Dead, you have different characters, but in this game there are 8 of them actually, and they're called cleaners. but only 5 of them were available during beta, but this gave me a good idea of what to expect from later in the game, when the full game is released. You might think, why is there 8 characters? That seems a little bit too much for just a FPS game there where you can only play as, where you can be a max group of 4 players. But that's an easy thing to answer actually. Perks. Character perks. Each character has 2 perks, where one affects only your character, and one that affects the whole team, like increased damage, increased health, increased resistance, or stamina. And I do love this mechanic. It's a bit RPG, which I do like. It doesn't take too much RPG elements into the game, so it's just enough to make it interesting to me. Enemies are pretty basic. You have the standard zombies and you have the special zombies. There are 5 special zombies, I believe. We have the can't remember the exact names of them. We have the agile one, like webbing you, strong one, like crushing you, spitting on you, or and ogre, screamer. 5 or 6 specials. This number is a bit low, I think. Decent enough to start with, possibly, but this should be increased as it goes on. The developers have said, or rather it is mentioned in the Deluxe Edition with the annual pass, that more enemies will be coming. And I do hope that the enemies are at least for everyone and not just the ones with the annual pass, or yeah. I mean, enemies are just enemies, they should be available to all players on all maps. Then again, new maps comes with new enemies, and the old maps stays the same. We'll see. And I did mention that the specials, I mean, there are not many of them, but they can be quite formidable. So that's good, I think. Of course, they should be formidable, they should be a bit stronger. And that's because at times they can use hit and run tactics, at least the ranged ones, like the one who spits on you, and Weber. The Weber likes to jump from wall to wall and so on and so forth and just spit on you. This hurts a little bit, and you can also get webbed so that you get stuck in place. Now they use hit and run tactics, and they spit on you, then they run away. That's how they roll. And I do like that because it adds a bit, it really adds to the AI's formidability. They seem a lot smarter than the, well, just zombie that rushes in and dies. And they also like to hit you in the back, I think, which is really interesting, because the AI for the bot teammates are utter crap. They are beyond anything I have ever seen. This is a beta, so hopefully they will be much better when the game releases. I mean, this AI bot will at times defend you and kill 200 to 300 zombies in a run, in one run. At the end of each run, they say how many zombies you've killed. And sometimes when I played with my friends, it could be 200 to 300 zombies for that bot we had. And in other runs he will hit a new record as to how fast you can be downed at the start of a run. I mean, he will just run into the zombies and dies right away. And with that they can also forget how to shoot, or forget that they have a ranged weapon, which is why they run into enemies with their melee weapon and they die again. If you're down like 2 or 3 times, you would die in the game, and then you need to be rescued later on in the map. So it's good that you can get back into the game, but oh my god, the bots. The bots have cost me and my friends, well, a lot of problems actually. They run into you, or not run into you, they run in front of you so that you miss, and when they run into melee range, you shoot them instead of the zombies. They also have a tendency to shoot you in the back, which doesn't hurt you, but it makes you turn around because what if that was a zombie who had just hit me? But when you turn around, it's just a bot, and you just want to shoot their face off. Anyway, moving on. The AI bots really have an existence problem, and they need a heavy rework. And this raised a question again. How come AI enemies are usually so many times better than the teammate bots? The teammate AI is so much worse than the enemy AI in so many games. Why is this a thing? Uh, I should make a video on that. I should make a video on that. Well, onto that thing that really sets this game apart from Left 4 Dead and other zombie shooters. Cards and decks. I mentioned the character had their own perks that are reminiscent of RPG perks, right? You remember that? Good. The cards can really make your character a full RPG character, like a DPS or a tank or a support slash healer. And some characters are more suited for certain roles in the group because they have certain perks that influence. Maybe you get another offensive slot, so you can carry more explosives, or they have more support, can carry more support items and so on. And this I really like. It can make you a part of the group in a way that other shooters don't. You just pick a weapon and then you go on, or rather, you pick a weapon and then you just either you play as a ranged sniper or you're a more close range with a shotgun. This time where you have a ranged sniper, maybe you have perks and cards suited for being a sniper as well. So far I haven't seen any perks that just are for snipers. If you are offensive, then the perks are for basically every weapon. But if you're a tank, maybe you want to be closer to the enemy so that you can, well, tank. You can soak up some damage. But anyway, cards works like this. You get to draw a new card at the start of each level, and if you fail a run and you have to restart that level, you get to draw a new card. But at the same time, the enemy has cards as well, and they draw each round as well. Now, in higher difficulty, there are more cards, and the cards differ somewhat. For example, in higher difficulty, the cards might influence the zombies more and make them tougher or stronger, at least the specials. But in normal, or whatever, easy and normal difficulty, I can't remember. I think one of them was called Veteran. I think that's the normal difficulty or medium difficulty. The difficulties are very unbalanced. I get to that later. But the enemy draws their cards and they can maybe add fog to the map, which does influence the gameplay more than I thought it would, actually. You can't see anything, with almost anything with the fog on. But now for the difficulty in the game, well, when playing on the easiest mode, it's very easy. Even if the bot dies in easiest, you can complete it. But then you go up to Veteran, which is the there are three difficulties. Veteran is in the middle. If you die, the bot goes down, or if the bot is useless, you can very much die and lose. The bot plays, or rather, the fourth player plays a very large role in that one. It feels either that or me and my friends just suck at playing. But I don't think that is the case. Either that or we're just very unlucky. Anyway, it feels like the scaling of difficulty is very unbalanced, and I think that needs a little bit of work on, because in the easiest you have all of these, you have more health, you have more that, you have more that, you have more that. In medium difficulty, veteran, well, it's friendly fire. That's it. Only 35% of the full damage, but still, yeah, there are no positive traits whatsoever in that. In Nightmare, it's only negative, but that's the highest difficulty also, so makes sense. Now, for my final note, PvP, and what little I tried, because there weren't many players actually trying on the PvP, but the little I did do, well, it's not very engaging and much fun at all. Small maps that just feel like chaos almost. You run around shooting zombies and then it just shrinks and shrinks and shrinks and gets smaller and smaller and smaller until you're standing in a very small circle and trying to survive. It's fun to play as infected, well, for a while, but not much there as well, which is a shame, although I'm not much for PvP. I mean, this is basically a Left 4 Dead game. It's supposed to be co-op zombie shooting fun. And speaking of shooting zombies, there is one final thing I want to add here. I miss being able to shoot out the stomach of a zombie. You remember in Left 4 Dead 2, if you shot a zombie in the gut, I mean that part of the stomach, the gut, would like shut off. It would disappear. You would shoot it. It would disappear from the body. Not in this game though, which is too bad. I would love to see that in today's graphics. I do miss the feeling of just destroying a zombie's body. It's the simple fun in life, you know? But that's it for me for this beta review. It was fun. It was a fine game. It was fine beta. And for all of you out there who is interested in Back 4 Blood, there is a open beta on the 20th, I believe. No, sorry, on the 15th. On the 15th of August, there is an open beta for the game. If you're interested, be sure to check that one out. I will be playing that as well and possibly doing a review of that open beta. Now, I've been Swip92, have a great life, and I hope to see you in future videos. Bye bye! Sheesh! Okej, slut på ammunition i geväret. Var pistolen kvar? Ah, fuck! Jag har 7 liv kvar! Oh, that's fucking that's creepy. That's creepy. That's yeah. Ooh, that was scary. Ooh, that was pretty scary too. Oh shit! They got a bitch. Ooh, he's grabbing after me. He wants me. He really wants my ass. And possibly some other things. Sheesh. Alltså fy fan vad läskigt det stå här. Alltså pistolen gör ingen skada. Alltså finns det något annat vapen jag kan plocka upp här i närheten eller? Jag vet inte. Jag tror fan inte det. Fuck. Nej, jag gör fan inte det. Så vi inte behöver springa riktigt långt bort. Oh, fuck! Ja, jag dog. Han kan kasta igenom väggar. Han kan kasta de där stora klumparna genom väggarna, så... Yay. Timing, vet du. Ooh, that's nice.